Hi Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing well. This reading is for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius sign. We will take a look at the cards, we'll get a sense of the awareness for the week, guidance, and possible outcomes. I'll also choose a couple of oracle cards for additional information. So let's just go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay, so in terms of awareness for the week, or the ideas, or the concepts, or the focus, we have the Six of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords. And the Six of Cups is simply a beautiful card. It's about gentleness, it's about kindness, consideration, and the thoughtfulness that how we treat each other. You see the children here. She has her arm around him. They have this, the cups are full of flowers and the abundance around them. And, it really goes to generosity, unexpected gifts perhaps this week, unexpected kindness. Maybe someone reaches out and does something for you. The Six of Cups is a card of thinking about sharing kindness and consideration with others without the expectation that you're not expecting anything in return. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. There's also a component of the Six of Cups about nostalgia, of perhaps going down memory lane and finding comfort in those thoughts. Or for some of you, maybe this week you're meeting up with some friends or family or visiting a location that you used to live in, and it brings back those warm, fuzzy feelings. Maybe for some of you it doesn't bring back the warm, fuzzy feelings, but the idea of that nostalgia or something from your past is entering your present is always an interesting thing, because we have to make sense of it sometimes. And it can be as innocuous as having lunch with an old coworker that you haven't seen for a while. That's someone from your past coming back. So be on the lookout for that. With the Ace of Swords, aces are, it's a direct touch from the universe. And with this powerful sword, it's like, hey, get that thinking cap spinning and turning. Now's the time to use your head for new ideas, innovation, to be inventive, to be a thought leader, to direct others, or simply to change your own way of thinking. And so with the Ace of Swords, possibilities here for you to strategize, to analyze, to make decisions that are based on information and what is known. That it really gives you the power to understand both sides of a complicated issue. And so some of you who are in complicated scenarios will benefit from this energy of the Ace of Swords, which is going to inspire you to really think yourself around a situation. Okay, Gemini, so in terms of guidance for the week, we have the King of Cups and we have the Three of Swords. The King of Cups is he's someone who's experienced, someone who really understands emotions and how to use them to their best, in the best way possible. Not too much, perhaps, not too little, just the right, sensitive, healing, kind touch. And so this King of Cups with this water energy, it looks like he's on top of the water here, is going with the flow. And as I would say, the King of Cups is, he's able to remain calm and emotionally stable within challenging times, within turbulent times. He's going to have the experience and the wisdom to be able to stay on the even keel and emotionally is sensitive and is aware of others' pain, of others' happiness, whatever's going on. So with that, here's the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, we see this big heart stabbed by the three swords, and it is what it is. That is pain and suffering. And for many, it's heartbreak. It can be the end of a relationship. It can be a tremendous disappointment. Something didn't work out where you hoped it would. It could be meanness and nastiness from other people, directed right at you, and that, it doesn't matter how many ways it comes out, it still hurts when someone is really unpleasant. So how do we get around the Three of Swords? This King of Cups may be there to comfort you, to provide some love and consideration. And that's one way. With the Three of Swords, we just have to kind of get back to what we love and to count our blessings and to get back into our own space so that we can start to, get out of the feeling of this hurt and the sadness. Because if you live with this, if you live in this painful place, and if you are stuck there, it's really hard to see new possibilities. It's hard to see new things happening for you. If you're always, if you just can't get out of the depression or the heartbreak. So you have to really process it, put it in your in your book of you, and then move on. And allow yourself to move on. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to show your emotions. They're valid and it may help you heal. And the King of Cups would tell you the same thing. If you need to let your emotions go, then let them go. All in its proper place. But if you extend it, and if you're sobbing every day for 3 months, that's going to be counterproductive. It's not going to be helpful to you. So with the Eight of Swords, there again, we see the woman here blindfolded and surrounded by swords, and her body is bound and her arms appear to be bound. This is a card of feeling restricted, of feeling trapped, of feeling lack of support, that no one is there to help. And you feel that you are unable to move, unable to make a decision. You might feel as if you're suffering, and again, with the Three of Swords nearby, a sense of suffering, a sense of feeling that you can't get out of whatever it is that's keeping you there. So, you're blindfolded, perhaps not seeing the truth and feeling negative, feeling down. There is the hope that you can, if you need to, that you could start to step away with your feet and start walking. Maybe you need to, try it that way, but it is a feeling where you just feel everything is stacked against you. And with that is death. We see the skeleton with his armor riding in to harvest what he needs. And death is about cycles. Death is about the natural process of the world. And so I know that people get very, they recoil at the sight of the death card, but really you have to think about what it means. It means that something has to end. Something has to be released. In order for it to be released, you have the opportunity for a new beginning. You have an opportunity to transition into something that is better for you and that's going to bring you joy and happiness. And so here we see this love and tenderness, which is perhaps what you really need to give yourself this week. And we see the King of Cups also here to provide some emotional support and balance. And then we have the swords, which could have been the storm is coming. Use your smarts. Hard to use your smarts sometimes when your heart is in the way. So the death card is important, and I do think that it's important to have here because it really is telling you to let things go, to don't try to resurrect it, don't try to save it. It's done, it's over, it hurts, it may feel like it sucks, but you have to let it end. You have to metaphorically bury it so that you can move on and so that you can find some peace and happiness. And perhaps this is a message for the end of the year. Whatever it is, if it's an old way of thinking, if it's a relationship or a job or a situation that has caused you pain and suffering, let it go. Move on. So let's see what we have in terms of an affirmation for the week. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. I think that's great advice, because as we feel pain and as we feel trapped or restricted, we can zap our own energy. So listen to your body, and again, appreciate the cycles of life. The greater picture, which is that some things have a natural ending. They are meant to end. Some things have an abrupt ending that you don't expect. Let it go. And then finally, let's choose an oracle card for love. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So the truth is power, and sometimes the truth with the honesty can be a challenge for some. So be honest to yourself and be truthful, and again, speak your truth and be clear and direct and honest about it. This is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that you do make it a great week. I wish you a happy new year. And if you enjoyed this reading, subscribe, like this video, share this video, and I will see you again soon. Take care.